And now we move to 141 pounds. A ranked matchup, but still in the favor of Illinois, as it is number 4, Mike Carr, taking on number 19, Chad Redd Jr. Grab, this could be interesting. Chad Redd high upside in this match, but he's taking on one of the best in the nation.
They've had some close matches in the past. I believe Redd lost 6-3 to Carr in the duel last year. And with how dynamic and explosive Chad Redd is, he's always in every match.
So they begin this match, Carr with a 7-2 record, 3-0 in the Big Ten. While for Redd, he is 12-7, 5-5 in duels. Of course, Redd last season was an All-American as a freshman, finished 7th at the NCAA Championships and 7th at the Big Ten Championships. Well, for Mike Carr, he was an NCAA qualifier as well, but he didn't place, going 3-2, but finished 2nd at the Big Ten Championships a year ago.
Just like we were talking about earlier, how tough the Big Ten tournament is. Sometimes you will have someone who places high in the Big Ten and then not place, or vice versa. You get a lot of guys who they'll get 4th in the Big Ten tournament and then 4th at Nationals.
So it looks like a stalling call on Carr, so it's 1-0 in the favor of Redd. And Redd will go in for a shot. And Redd looking for 2 points. Carr with nice sprawl out defense, and now looking to turn the tables.
Carr went for a leg pass there and then was able to isolate that leg and turn an offensive move from Redd into an offensive move of his own.
And Carr was the only freshman a year ago to reach the Big Ten championship match at the Big Ten Championships. Now both.
Looks like Carr has a cradle locked up, but his hands and his grip, his lock was down by Redd's hamstring, and that's really hard to pull that big leg muscle in.
Both reset halfway through the first period. 1-0 in the favor of Chad Redd. These two very familiar with each other, including last season in Illinois' victory in Champaign a year ago in their duel. It was Mike Carr who pulled the upset over Chad Redd, who was ranked number 8 at the time, and it was Carr's home debut. The final on that one was 6-3 in the favor of Carr. And in fact, it was one of the matches that really was a turning point that gave way to Illinois' victory in Champaign last season. Here's a shot by Carr. He continues to drive, and they're going to call him out before a takedown can be called.
About a centimeter there was all the difference there. If Redd's foot is a centimeter closer to the mat, then he probably gives up the takedown there.
45 seconds left. Chad Redd leads 1-0. Riding time not a factor. Wrestlers, there's a shot by Carr, but can't do much with it. 20 seconds left. Near the edge of the mat, 10 seconds to go first period. 5 seconds.
Redd doing a good job of controlling Carr's left hand there.
And so we go to the second period with Chad Redd leading 1-0. And Carr will make the decision to go down to start the second period. Of course, an escape would tie things up. Very defensive match at 141 pounds. Illinois leads the match total 6-0 through 2 weights. And right now in a match that Illinois is heavily favored, Chad Redd has the lead 1-0.
This is another one of those mat returns where it wasn't a lift, but it was just keeping pressure on the hands of your opponent and keeping him down. Carr gets away, gets hand control.
So we are tied at 1, 30 seconds into the second period. But the only shot that's been successful has been by Mike Carr, but they were called, both wrestlers were called out of bounds before 2 points could be awarded. So we're still tied at 1. Green winning, Chad Red winning for a shot, but Carr works around Red and is looking for 2 points. But Red right now with good defense.
Really shows good flexibility there with basically doing the splits to avoid it. The whizzer with the right arm of Red. That's keeping Carr from getting his left hip down and getting to the corner. You see Red matching Carr's head position. If he ducks his head there, he opens himself up for a cradle.
So Carr looking to at least get a takedown here on Red near the edge of the mat. Red on one leg right now. Goes for another shot. Nice defense there by Red, and they're going to be a stalemate call. And wow, Chad Red, great defense right there. Did not give up a takedown.
And that can really take a lot out of your opponent when they get to your leg and they're really selling out, trying to get that takedown, and they have to hold on to your leg for 20, 30 seconds. Can really tire your back out.
Another shot by Carr goes nowhere. Nice sprawl out there by Red. 10 seconds to go in the second period. Final seconds tick off, and we go to the third. In a tied match at 141 pounds, Mike Carr and Chad Red tied at 1. And again, on paper, Mike Carr is the heavy favorite, ranked number 4, while Red ranked number 19.
Red's got 24 seconds of riding time, so if he can get out in under a minute 23, Carr won't be able to get the riding time advantage here.
So Red will start on bottom, Carr on top. And again, in a match this close, as it is Red who gets the escape, it's 2-1 in the favor of the Nebraska sophomore.
Red used a tripod there, and then as soon as he felt a little bit of space, he did a cartwheel hip over type of motion to escape. And then over under here, each wrestler has an underhook and an overhook.
30 seconds into the third period. Chad Red Jr. for Nebraska holds a 2-1 lead over Mike Carr of Illinois. Carr goes in for a shot, but another nice sprawl up by Red.
Carr's been pushing the action a little bit more than Red in the last 20 seconds. You see him moving forward. Red retreating a little bit, but doing a good job of circling to not give up a stall call.
Both still in neutral position. 1 minute to go, third period. 2-1, Chad Red. And there's a stalling warning on Red. And there it is. 1 point awarded to Mike Carr on the stall call on Chad Red Jr. So we're tied at 2. 35 seconds to go. Red went in for a shot. Carr sprawls out.
Red almost had his hands locked. Looked like his fingertips were touching, but not enough to get a good lock.
Carr looking for a takedown. Has position, has one leg hooked.
Back to a similar position we were in earlier where Red was able to fend him off and get a stalemate call here.
Red doing everything he can to avoid giving Carr 2 points. 3 seconds to go. And do we have points awarded? There goes the buzzer, and no points awarded to either wrestler, so we will go to overtime.
A little risky there with Red to dive under there, but he got off his back really quickly and was able to get up and avoid the takedown.
So we go to overtime at 141 pounds.
Got a minute on our feet here. The first takedown will be the winner.
Carr has brought majority of the action in this match. So we'll see if he takes the first shot or will it be Red.
Nice snap by Carr there, faking, pressuring. You see he stays, keeps his lead leg forward.
There's a shot by Carr, but Red trying to go around to get 2 points. He cannot. 30 seconds left. First takedown wins in this first minute. 15 seconds to go. Both wrestlers go off the mat. They'll reset. We got 10 seconds left. 5 seconds. Anyone gonna take a shot? No, they will not, as the 1 minute overtime period ends. Still tied at 2.
So we'll have 2 30-second periods where each wrestler should be on bottom, and they're going to wrestle the entire 30 seconds. So even if Carr gets away or say he gets a reversal, then they'll keep wrestling, and then Chad Red will also get an opportunity to go down.
So the first 30-second period begins. Chad Red still in control. Carr looking. And there's the stalling warning, the stalling call on Red, so 1 point awarded to Carr. And Carr gets the 1 point escape, it's 4-2.
The stall call was called on Red because he wasn't doing enough to return Carr to the mat.
And now we go to the second 30-second period of overtime where Red will be on bottom. So he at least needs an escape and a takedown or a reversal would tie things up. Again, riding time not a factor. 22 seconds in favor of Red, and that's going to go down. Carr has one leg up in the air of Red, trying to get the trip, and there's the stalling warning on Carr. And looking to go out. They both go out of play, so they'll reset. 11.2 seconds to go. And Mike Carr was hit with a stalling warning. But Mike Carr still leads 4-2. 10 seconds to go. Red needs to make a move. Slam back down to the mat, but Red gets the escape. 1 second to go. And Mike Carr escapes with a victory over Chad Red Jr. A 4-3 win in overtime. And the number 4 ranked wrestler in the state comes away with his 8th victory of the year.